So today we are going to explore one of the most essential foundation of design thinking, that is empathy. So let us see in detail. So let us, before introduction, let us see what are the five phases of design thinking, that is empathize, define, ideate, prototype and testing. So we focus about the empathize stage, that is the heart of design thinking. Let us see about this in detail. So, what is empathy? Empathy is often confused with sympathy, but that is, they are very different. That which means sympathy is something that feeling for someone, and empathy is feeling with someone. So, in design thinking, the empathy means the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It means putting yourself in user's shoes and understanding their emotions, pain points, motivations, challenges, and also everyday experience. That is why empathy is the first stage of design thinking. That if you don't understand the user, you cannot design the design for user. Let us see in this detail what actually empathy matters. So the empathy matter is something that you touch the screen, phones improve the accessibility. Also, if you think about a wheelchair person, friendly ramps and designs improve the mobility. So voice assist were created to support the multitasking and different abled users. So these are the examples of your solutions. So empathy drives on creativity and inclusive solution and real world problem solving. Let us see in detail about convergent and divergent. So during the empathy phase, the designer used both divergent thinking and also convergent thinking. So based on this diagram, divergent thinking is that expanding the possibilities, and convergent thinking is something that narrowing down. So let us see what is divergent thinking. Divergent thinking is something that asking many questions and also exploring different perspectives and observing users in real environment. Whereas the convergent thinking is narrowing down, that is selecting key insights and identifying common problems and also understanding the user priorities. So the empathy includes the right balance of both convergent and also divergent thinking. So let us see the example. How do we build empathy? So we have to build the empathy based on the user needs, observation, immersion, empathy maps. So based on these techniques, we have to build the empathy. So using user interview, something that open minded questions should be asked based on the needs and motivation, and also observation is something that watching user interact with their environment or product, and emotion is something that experiencing the user situation yourself. An empathy map is based on the 4 points, that is what they actually says things and what they do and feel. So an empathy maps helps us to convert how raw characteristics into meaningful insights. So the next thing is that empathy chart. So empathy charts includes what the user actually sees, and what they hear and what they think and what they feel and what they do say and do. So this map helps the designer to create a understanding of the user experience. So in case, let us take an example. Imagine a design of an app of a senior citizen. Without empathy, you can't focus on the features. So, but through empathy, you can observe the slow typing speed, and you can also notice the difficulty in navigating the complex menus, and you can hear the concern about the security and readability. So this leads to a large create a focus on large fonts and voice-based navigation, and also one-touch actions. So empathy turns the feature into a meaningful solutions. So based on the empathy chart, you will get a meaningful solution. The main conclusion of this topic is that empathy is not only just a step; it is a mindset. It also helps the designers to understand the real human needs and avoid assumptions, and also create impactful and user-centered innovations. I hope you understand this session well, and also based on your concept that many main part of this empathy is actually say about what actually user sees and what they hear and what they actually think and feel, and what they say and do. This is the main part of this empathy chart. So here you have an example of a person, uh, what actually user needs and goals, that is he needs coffee and good night, and needs a place to sit, and need a quiet environment to study, and need a space to spread out, and he also needs wi-fi, and hopes to focus for a while for past tests and classes and get a degree and make his family needs. This is a person needs. And also its pain point is that cold and tired and overwhelmed about a lot of works and frustrated if he comes all the way for his location and he cannot find a place to sit. And also next thing is that about the study partners were supposed to meet but they never showed up, and also want to get more coffee but the line is too long. So doesn't like the plain black coffee but needs to save money. So these are his pain points. Based on these pain points and the user needs, we have to empathize and give a proper and appropriate solution. So the main part of this empathy is that you can observe their pain points and you have to give the solution for the user needs. Thank you. I hope you all understand the session. Thank you.